yeah, whatever works. Hopefully that kitten left, so why not? You know. I think I should actually do this the other way. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. My fucking acne. Right. Edit the first minute out. What's up, peeps? Reaper's Remorse here. I don't know. I should have went ahead and just checked the audio and stuff, but hopefully it works and everything. Let me know if you like this setup. I've got me as the bigger image for the reacting thing, and then the thing I'm reacting to is the small image. I kind of feel like that might be the smart way to do it, but I don't know. I was hoping this would load a little more, but it just it hasn't. Right. Let me see if the pause button works. Yes, it does. Look at that. But let's get into this because why not? You know. Yeah. A friend left this here. I wish it was chocolate. It's caramel, but you know beggars can't be choosers. Shit was free. Might as well drink it. He told me that I could have it. He didn't want it. He just left. Why? I don't. I'm gonna have to ask him why. He didn't even come over for much earlier. He just kind of talked for like a few minutes. Maybe he just needed someone to talk to for a minute. I don't know.
No, 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 Mike, stop that! Don't tase me! Why?
All right, so this guy. I guess this guy. I'll actually, instead of me assuming, let's get through it.
April 14th, 2024, officers were dispatched to an airport after receiving a call regarding a woman who was causing a major disturbance.
Why was a guy?
The woman in question refused
Must be your husband.
to listen and comply with the
Or
employees who were telling her that she was not allowed to bring 3 bags, which is a standard rule when traveling.
Yeah, I've never been on a plane, but I knew that. You're supposed to, you can't have 3 bags. And they have to be under a certain weight. I don't know what that is, but that new backpack or whatever that like shrinks everything down, whenever it's completely full, it's way too heavy. I heard that from somebody that travels. They had to like open up the bag, and you have to use a vacuum for that thing to properly like fit everything into it. So he couldn't even put everything back into the bag. But that's whatever. Like that's a different thing and blah 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 whatever. I don't know where he got the bag or what kind of bag it was, but he said he had to use a vacuum to remove the air, which it like sucks it all in like those vacuum bags.
However, rather than handle the situation calmly, she got agitated and in a fit of rage started causing a scene. The following footage showcases the events that transpired.
Right now. She had 3 items. I told her she has to check one of the bags. She started stating that her...
The woman with the phone, I'm not sure that she's American. I don't think that she might not have known about the 3-bag rule. I don't know what makes me think that, but something is screaming not from America, but I could be very wrong. And the pilot's trying to calm her down. Looks like. I have no idea. He's genuinely trying not to smile right now. Oh, he was making sure she understood that it's not up to him what's happening, I think. I believe that's what he was doing. While this female has been explaining the actual situation to the camera. Copy.
After I told her to step around. After I told her to step around several times, I took her off the plane because she was not listening.
Okay, so at this point you're not boarding, so we're gonna have you come up here. So we can discuss that up there. No. Hold on. No. This is where I don't work for the airline. Okay,
Oh, you work for the airline.
yeah,
Who
but
works
no.
for the
Hear me
airline?
out. But they're saying that we've been told that you've been denied boarding. So at
Why?
this point,
Why?
at this point,
This woman is not letting the police officer talk. You don't do that in America unless you want negativity in your life. You don't search for it. You know what I mean? You know, you fuck around, you find the fuck out. That's just how it is.
we have to take you off.
No, what is the reason why?
Okay, we can find out once we go up there. But if not, you'll be arrested.
Wait,
So let's just have this discussion.
You were just told you will be arrested. Anytime a police officer says arrested in America, just chill out, calm down, because it's probably going to happen. If you say another word, just shut the fuck up, calm down. It's okay. It really sucks. But I tell you what, I probably would have fucking, I don't know. I would have at least tried to figure out how much you can bring on board. And why didn't she have it put in the cargo bay? I don't know much about flying. Maybe there's like a speed thing, like how fast you're able to get your items and stuff. I don't know.
Discussion up there. We're gonna have this discussion.
Here are your options. You can either walk with us up there, or you're going to be arrested.
So we're gonna have
Based on what?
Based
that
on
you don't,
what?
criminal trespass,
She's totally not from America.
or you're going to be arrested.
So we're gonna have
Based on what?
I don't know if that's British or if like from England, or if that's an accent from Uganda. I know someone that moved here from Uganda, and she sounds exactly like this woman. So I'm not saying it specifically Uganda because of whatever reason you probably assumed, but I genuinely know someone that used to live in Uganda, and they sound just like this girl. Sorry for tapping the desk. That's my foot.
Face that you don't,
what?
criminal trespass.
Oh, what?
She feels so entitled.
Arrested.
So we're gonna have
Based on what?
Face that you don't,
what?
criminal.
Ugh. Your body language means everything, man. Whatever. I say man for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, not just like, whatever. Not trying to be disrespectful. But, like, that kind of body language, like, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever you're saying is not really important. I'm just trying to act like I'm fucking listening to you, but I can't control my own body language. That amount of disrespect in her body language is not good. Not in America.
Trespass.
Oh, what?
Criminal
I already
trespass.
checked it.
So we're gonna have this discussion.
Is it really criminal
You have to
trespassing?
go this way, okay? We can talk to you all day out there,
So
okay?
who am I talking to? Who's in charge here?
So we're gonna have this discussion up
Who's
here.
in charge here? I'm just asking.
We're in charge right
Oh,
now.
great. So what is the reason why?
So we're gonna have this discussion up
It's
there.
okay. What is the reason why
No, we're gonna have this discussion up
What is
here.
the reason why we're expecting this to be arrested? What is
No,
the reason why?
it's criminal trespass.
What is the trespass? I'm charged. I'm
Okay,
checked in.
okay, criminal trespass. You're being asked verbally to vacate
Why?
the area.
Why?
You're denied boarding.
You need to let. Okay. A lot of people can't read the room. This female police, I think female police officer, you know, she's got that look in her eye that's telling me if I was in this area, I'd be shutting the fuck up. Just because you can tell when someone stands on business. And this woman doesn't look like she gives a fuck about your stupid little whatever issues you're having. Just go along with the police officers. You don't want to get tased. You don't want to get thrown down on the ground. You don't want any of your devices to get broken. by resisting arrest either, because they're not going to pay for it. This is America. You pay for your own stupidity. Even if you're not from here. You got to be very careful with police officers.
You're not boarding.
On what basis?
You're not listening.
On what basis?
I know you're upset, but you're not
I'm
listening.
not upset.
Okay, so
I'm not upset.
I'm asking you nicely. We're asking you nicely to answer.
Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but I genuinely believe that she's not upset with the officers and stuff. She's upset with the situation. I don't think that that was a lie on her part. I think that she doesn't realize exactly how angry she really is, and she doesn't understand that she is pointing her. I don't think that she understands that she is pointing her anger at the wrong people. 1,000%. I mean, you are. Look at the fucking. He really is, like, genuinely trying to not laugh. So, yeah, holds back laughter as passenger gets tased. Now, because of the start of the video, I don't think that this person is going to get tased. I think that her significant other is going to get tased. I don't know if that was her husband or what. And I'm very sorry that it's been 12 minutes and we've only seen 2.5 minutes. Sorry. I've been drinking this coffee that my friend, I think I already said it. Yeah, my friend left it. I gotta talk to him.
Ma'am,
To go where?
Ma'am,
Off
just,
the jet bridge.
yeah, off the
To
jet
what?
bridge, because
To
this
what?
flight has to
You're
leave.
gonna have to put hands
This door
up.
has to
Why
close,
am I
okay?
not going on this flight?
So, is that called combative? Like verbally combative? You are not allowing them to really truthfully explain things to you. You're just interrupting. Just as much as I've been interrupting. Probably actually a little more than I've been interrupting. No, I've probably been more of a dick. I don't know. Sorry.
I need to know why.
You're denied boarding,
Why?
okay? I have to talk to American Airlines.
Why?
It was at
Oh.
this point that the woman's husband, who
Husband. Now I know. Yeah. So he's most likely getting tased. Yeah. You can kind of see, you know, both of these individuals. They probably come from money, or something. People that have money really genuinely think that they can say and do a lot of things that poor people like me can't. Because money does get you out of things. So even if they both go to jail, they'll be out. You know. That's why they feel so comfortable doing all this stupid shit. They probably think that it's going to make for a good video on their part, not realizing that, you know, all the cops have body cams too. Oh yeah, I just got this body cam. Fuck yeah. The plan is to keep it in the vehicle, you know, while I'm driving. Whatever. But yeah, this is the body camera, and it's supposedly 4K. It was super cheap. And yeah, I shouldn't have bought it, but I didn't know what was gonna happen. But now that I have it, might as well not return it. Might as well try to use it since I own it. It's one of the only things I truly own in this life. So, gonna start trying to do, I don't know, like vlogs or some bullshit. I don't know.
who had already boarded the plane, came back out to deal with the situation. However, this only further escalated matters.
This is my wife. She needs to be on board now.
So there are what, 3 police officers?
She's denied boarding. She's denied boarding.
1, 2, then the other gentleman.
That's how it's gonna work.
Based on what?
That's how we're telling you.
Why?
So there's 3 police officers, and now there are 2 people to deal with. Right. Plus the bystanders. Bystanders. However you properly say that word. So these 3 police officers are now in a very tight space. You know, It's what, like 7 feet wide or something like that, 8 feet or something small, and it's not really a big area. I say 7 or 8 feet. I've never been on one of them, so I don't know. The thing that you board the plane on, the hallway thing that's just kind of floating in the air. But it's big enough to fit like 3 to 4 people side by side. So that's why I said like 7 foot. If, you know, there are 3 police officers, all of them, of course, have weapons, you know, all of them. There's been a lot of news in the past, like, however long news has existed about police officers and how dumb things happen and other things and blah 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 and whatever else I could say here to get the point across. But you, at least 18 years old, because there's no way I could look at you any differently. Just saying. You look good. You don't seem to think much, but you look good. So there's one thing you got going on. I mean, I would never intentionally antagonize a police officer in a tight space with, you know, they're almost outnumbered. You know, they're almost outnumbered. That kind of shit works on the back of your psyche. And yeah, some people might say blah blah blah, they're trained to blah 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 and whatever. You say that, but people fuck up a lot for the simplest shit. Like, in communication is one of the biggest things that a police officer has to deal with. Communication, verbal and body and verbal and sometimes literally physical communication. So I would not have done any of this. But I don't know, whatever.
You're being asked to, this is not up for discussion.
No, she's already
This is
checked
not
in.
up for discussion.
She's
So
already
I'm gonna
checked
talk to
in.
you.
Are you flying or are you not flying?
He's
We
flying.
are
Because
flying.
right now you're holding up the process of flying.
We are
Everybody is
together.
holding
Okay.
it
So
up.
this is
She
not up
needs
for
to be on the
discussion.
Are
plane.
you flying or not flying?
I am flying.
Okay, you need to go back to the aircraft. If not, you need to go with your leave with your wife.
So we're asking you to vacate the area.
So
Okay,
Peter,
you're
first
denied
of
boarding.
all, she said I'm using that
We're gonna have
phone.
to.
That cop needs to get his fucking tattoo checked out. I only just noticed, but that was not the greatest tattoo work.
I'm being threatened to
Okay.
be arrested for no reason. So you go
She's denied boarding, right? Is he denied boarding?
Right.
Okay. Do you have any items? Can you get his items out the aircraft? Because if you don't leave right now, you're going to be arrested as well.
What are things? What about the kids?
He's not even listening to that cop.
Take off everything. Don't worry about it. We'll take off everything. But this is abuse. Listen, they don't know.
He's only listening to his wife. That's not rational.
Rights. I have my rights objected. And
Did you see that police officer? Her face.
take off everything. But this is abuse. Listen, they don't know rights. I have my rights objected. And she's abusing me for no reason.
She.
I'm giving you the option right now. Do you have kids?
All right, you ready?
Yeah. All right. Ready, man?
Peter, you can go.
We're gonna have to take care of my please.
And, when thank you so much. She doesn't like the fact that I was being recorded. It's my right to record.
Yeah. you
Why is
can
she
record
talking to
it
the
now.
pilot?
That's the reason why she denied me boarding.
So now you're being
Is that the reason why I denied boarding?
That's fine.
Is that the reason why?
Ma'am,
For
you're
3 bags, they done said it.
Peter, don't worry. We'll
We've
get
been nice
security.
enough.
It's important to note that by yelling and refusing to allow the plane to take off on schedule, the couple was liable for interfering with a flight crew. According to 49 U.S. Code Statute 46504, an individual who interferes with a flight attendant shall be fined, imprisoned, or both.
He said it a little different, but yeah, that's what it said.
Sir, I'm giving you the option right now. Do you have kids on here? Do you have
to
kids?
take care of.
Do you have kids on this aircraft right now?
No, we do not have
Okay.
kids on the
So,
aircraft right now.
is he denied on this aircraft right now?
Why did it take him so long to answer that?
No, we do not have
Okay.
kids on the
So,
aircraft right now.
is he denied
But
boarding?
we have My mother-in-law
Okay.
is leaving tonight.
Can you get the rest of his items?
I do not know.
You can't
we
get back
have
on
to
the aircraft.
No, we
okay?
have to take care of our kids.
No, I'm telling
Our
you.
kids have to go to school
I'm telling
tomorrow.
you cannot get back on the aircraft.
No,
Okay?
I will go back. No,
All right.
no, my kids, stop that!
You shouldn't have done what you did. If you're a fucking adult, and I don't know, maybe, look, I'm not good at being an adult at all. I'm a fucking failure in every way. But if you got kids, why would you even fuck that woman? You got kids. The kids are more important than your wife. They can't take care of themselves nearly as easily as she can. She could have been fucking left there and taken care of everything because she was the one that brought the 3 bags on the flight. The reason you're not supposed to have 3 bags is because you can't fit all 3 bags in the stowing compartment with other. There's only so much room, on the flight. Each person is supposed to have 2 bags worth of room, depending on the size of the bags, because of the physical places that you can put the bags on the flight. You're actually not supposed to hold bags in your lap and stuff when you fly. Just like you're supposed to wear a fucking seatbelt when you drive a vehicle. There are safety concerns. There are reasons for these regulations and all this BS.
No, you said I could go on the plane.
No, he said
I
that.
could go on the plane.
No, earlier he said you can go now on the plane or you will be arrested. He said now, and that was more than a minute or 2 ago. So, fuck you.
Stop fighting. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Despite what he may think, the husband missed his chance to board the plane after repeatedly refusing the officer's
And
orders.
ignoring.
As a result, the officers detained the man when he tried to unlawfully board the aircraft. In response, he began to resist, prompting the officers to subdue him,
Gaining
using
more
physical
charges.
force.
Listen to me. You
This is
said I could go on
idiocracy.
the plane. My bag is on the plane. Listen.
Fuck your bag.
Do not.
They don't care.
What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? Seriously.
The cop literally said in front of this person, telling the attendant to get his bags, not him. You're in America, dude. Listen to the cop. You're literally fucking your life up. Like, you don't understand how bad they can make your life. How bad they will make your life. Or get rid of your life. Just do what the fuck they say. I don't understand all this ignorance. It's not even that crazy. It was 1 bag. You could have listened. You got kids, but you didn't choose to shut the fuck up and get back on the plane to take care of your kids. You chose to take care of your wife. Whatever. I
I have to get my kids. My mother-in-law is on. Oh Jesus, my food. Don't tase me. Why?
You're resisting arrest.
Now you under arrest.
This is gonna be a
No.
huge.
No.
Put your hands by your
They
butt.
got money, it seems.
Just leave me alone, please. Leave me alone, please.
Tase him now. No, we good.
Tase him.
Hey, give me your other arm, man. We don't want
Leave
to
me
tase you.
alone. I do not need. Just
I would have done tasing.
listen to me.
Hey,
Will you listen
if you
to
don't put
me?
your hands by your back, you will be tased.
Will you
Now.
listen to me?
Okay.
That was a lawful order. If you don't put your hands behind your fucking back, you will be tased. He's going to jail. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, he's got it. He's fine.
Don't
He's fine.
do that.
Hands by your back.
What is wrong? God damn it.
Do it now.
Do not tase me.
Watch that.
We good. We good.
Do not. Jesus fucking Christ.
Keep holding that button. Her next. Get the fuck off the plane.
We need to go.
Why is the camera, like, come on, man. Like, I get it, but I really don't need to be, like, too distracted.
No.
Like, she doesn't look ugly, is all I'm saying. Like, please don't be, like, fucking, I really don't need to be looking at it. Jeez, fucking camera up. Oh, it's the short female cop. Wow. That must be, like... Sorry, I didn't mean to make fun if I was. I wasn't trying to. She's still... Why are you...
Go, go, I'm listening. So she didn't want us to record because my husband cannot use.
She's acting like she's like she's about to run back to the plane.
And so physical attack, physical abuse for no reason.
Abuse.
So that was documented. What do we want to do?
She didn't get any abuse. Now, one might argue that the husband might have been a little abused, but kinda brought it on himself.
Now you're gonna be escorted out to the public side.
I'm waiting for my husband.
You ain't waiting for shit. You're about to get tased if you don't go.
Did you get my things over to
And I don't think this woman gonna wait. She's doing her best to be nice to you. You hurry up and get the fuck out of here.
We're not worried about that right now.
Okay.
Right now, something's going on. You're interfering with police duties. So that's what you're doing.
You need to go.
Thank God for witnesses. Thank God for phones. Thank God for cameras.
After her husband was arrested for resisting arrest and disorderly conduct, the woman was given a chance to quietly exit the premises while being escorted by a police officer. As they exited the building, the wife continued to record the law enforcement officer.
I don't know if recording is illegal. I don't think that is the problem. But her discourse and tone and the way that she's treating the police officer, that is a problem. That's a huge problem. You need to have, survival skills, Survival skills. They're very useful.
Okay, so we're gonna exit out this door. Okay. You can open the door.
Go.
I'm following you.
No, I don't do that.
Are you going to go outside?
No, you're going to go in front of the police officer so that she can see you and make sure you're not going to attack her. That is literally her training. Get the fuck through the door.
Damn, there's two doors. You can go out your door. We don't let people walk behind us.
Oh, so we go.
That's literally training. Get the fuck through the door. Stop acting like this.
That's what I'm saying.
She's acting like she's trying to create a way to be able to run back. That's what it feels from my perspective.
Stop the video right now. I'm going to call 911. You're all witnesses. Thank you so much. And I'm sending the video live. Thank you.
All right.
Meanwhile, the husband was still refusing to follow the officer's orders and was thus
Still?
tased to get him under control.
Oh,
Ow! Put it back! Ow! You will be tased again. What, you?
you will be tased again. Don't do it, dude. Man, getting tased sucks. And the more muscle and more fat you got, the harder or the more it hurts.
I haven't
Especially the
been
more
moving.
muscle you got.
I have not been moving.
Because of the more water content in your body and stuff.
What is wrong with you people?
I don't really know.
We have kids to take care of. We have kids. We have kids to take.
But the electrical pulses, like, activate your muscles and stuff in ways
What
that
is wrong
they
with
shouldn't.
you? What is wrong with you?
You had your word.
Seriously.
From how it was explained to me.
I said.
Is that the same fucked up tattoo? Because I can't see the messed up bits. Here, let me see if I can. Right. Right. Maybe it's the portion you can't see. I can't remember. But I think that was the messed up tattoo.
I was going to get back on the plane.
I was going to get back. You were going to get back on the plane after you were told you couldn't get back on the plane. That's not complying. That's whatever.
Kids. My mother-in-law.
You don't care about your kids, or you wouldn't have gotten
We have to get on the
involved
plane.
as much as you
My
did.
kids will not. Our kids.
I tell you what, I ain't got kids. I ain't got a wife. But if I had a wife and kids, and my wife was doing something stupid like this, and whatever, I would probably act like I didn't know her, so that I could make sure I could stay on the plane and get home to my kids. Because adults do dumb things, and that shouldn't hurt the children. So I don't know.
What is
Fucking
wrong with
ants.
you? What is wrong with you? Huh? What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
What did I miss?
What is wrong with you?
Who's he even talking?
Huh? What is wrong with
He's
you?
talking to. Oh! He's looking at this person.
What is wrong with you? Huh? I have 3 kids. They have to go to school tomorrow. My mother-in-law is leaving on a flight before we get home.
Fed up with his antics, the pilot educated the belligerent man as to why he wasn't allowed to board the plane. Apparently, the man was concerned that his children in Phoenix, where the plane was headed,
Phoenix, Arizona. Huh. So they are American or whatever? I'm so confused. Americans would know this and understand not to act this fucking way. Only mentally fucking challenged or handicapped, or I don't know what I should say here, but there's something wrong if you act this way. Mentally, you need help.
would be alone since his mother-in-law would be leaving the state on a flight of her own. Regardless, the officer stated that he couldn't let him back on the plane since it was possible that he would get into another altercation while on the aircraft. Afterward, the officers escorted the man outside, all the while arguing about whether they allowed him to get back on the plane or not. Upon reaching the exit and sitting the detained man on a bench, the officers prepared to transport him to their station via a patrol vehicle. During this time, the husband continued to inquire as to where his property was and argued about what the officers actually said to him during the altercation.
Oh, come on.
We're gonna get your glasses later.
Later, he's lying to me. He said, I have your glasses. That's lying.
We're gonna be Adam 3-4 up row.
Look, can you get my glasses,
He
please?
has your glasses. He picked them up
Where
from the rack.
are they?
I don't know. Oh, in his pocket.
He just said, where are my glasses?
He probably has them in his pocket.
He's really worried about his glasses.
What is
I wonder if he has an astigmatism or something. Any kind of light messes with my eyes, which is why I don't have it real bright in here. I have the light pointed away from me. I don't know. I feel like people that do have those kind of issues are normally like pretty they normally try to stay out of situations like this so that they don't get uncomfortable even when they have issues, you know.
wrong with you folks? This is obnoxious as hell.
Obnoxious?
This
Yes,
is
you are.
absolutely obnoxious as hell.
Okay.
Do you understand
I
that?
understand. Yeah.
Why did you get into that?
What did I get into that?
Yes.
They gave you a choice to go
And
back in the plane,
I
right?
said yes. I said
By
yes.
that time, you decided to go back in. They said you're not flying anymore.
You didn't even
That
give me a
officer
chance to
gave you
answer.
a warning
You
not to
did-
step back in.
They said it like 3 or 4 times that he had to go in or he would be arrested.
To that plane
Because
you
I
have no more
said-
business there. They said you're not
because-
flying.
Don't do that. Do not go back to the aircraft.
listen
And what you did.
You
Listen to
decided
me.
to
Listen.
Go back
No, no.
to that plane.
Listen
I'm
to
sorry.
me.
You can stop. You can stop talking to me.
He's putting on gloves This dude's getting arrested.
I don't want to hear nothing you say. That's it. It's done. You're under arrest for criminal trespass and resistance.
No, that is ridiculous. Ripping up my clothes. What is the matter with
Picture of the probes.
Why?
Oh, the probes are still in him.
Because you were not listening to me.
You were the one not listening.
I don't think so. Listen, no.
Doesn't matter what you think. The video evidence proves you were literally not doing as you were told. Even to the last moment. While you were on the ground, you were laying on your arm, not trying to move to get it back up to your back. You were resisting arrest.
No.
Step back into that plane.
No.
You decided to.
Jesus
Step back into
Christ,
that
no,
plane.
that is not true. What you said is you said, do I want to go back on the plane? And I said, yes, I want to go back on the plane.
Sir.
And
You didn't say a word yet, I don't believe. I don't remember hearing him say a word until the very last moment. When he was told not to go on the plane.
then you
We're
changed your mind.
beyond that.
But I don't know, I could
Sir,
be
can you
wrong.
hold your face straight? Just take a picture. You got 2 injuries right here. Hold your face up. Up so I can take a picture of it.
What's wrong with you? You beat me
What's wrong
up.
with you? You looked down as soon as he said to look up.
Because I was like, give me a chance to say that I am going back on the plane and find out what is happening to my wife.
We were past that point of that.
You already knew it was happening to your wife.
No, you don't even understand. No, you don't even understand. Do you have any thought process?
Yeah.
Do you have any
It seems
thought
pretty
process?
logical how we went from one end to the other.
No. It does not seem logical at all. Logical at all.
Okay.
Were our bags not on the plane?
I don't think your bags were supposed to be
My
on the plane.
bags. No, I didn't ask that. I did not
okay.
ask that.
Well, I
I
mean-
said, were our bags on the plane?
I don't know, were they?
Yes.
Did they tell you
were.
not to put your bags on the plane?
No, they did
No?
not.
Oh, okay.
She is a physician. She has patients that are on the dock.
Well, if I was a doctor, you know, I've got kids and got a husband, blah, blah, blah. I think I would conduct myself in a more positive manner than that. If I actually had really important shit to do, I'd probably let this shit go.
Right.
For tomorrow.
Okay.
They have to be dealt with.
Yeah. I understand.
No, you don't. You don't seem to understand. Otherwise, you wouldn't have escalated things to some obnoxious level
Okay.
so quickly. You would have sat there and you would have listened.
You
would have
weren't
listened
listening.
And you would have
Okay.
reasoned it out. And you would have said, oh, this family has kids. You would have.
I would have. Okay.
No, you're just being patronizing to me.
No, you're making it seem like he's being patronizing to the video camera. Because you realized you're fucked. You're trying to make him seem patronizing. You're failing, but you're trying your best. At least you're trying. You're trying the wrong thing, but at least you're trying something.
Right now.
I'm
And that's
listening to you.
obnoxious.
I mean, I can't do anything about it now. We're past that point, so I'm trying to listen to you and be respectful to what
I
you're
don't
saying.
think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. And I know you know that you're not being respectful. You are not being respectful.
How do you know what this cop knows? You don't know this police officer at all. But go ahead and keep making these generalized statements that you don't really know.
Saying I'm going to be tased. Why?
They told you not to go back.
They said you were going to be tased. Then they warned you were going to be tased. Then they tased you. Because you kept doing the things they told you to stop doing. It sucks to have your freedom taken away temporarily. But at least it's usually only temporarily if you're smart enough to deal with the situation the correct way.
Back on that plane.
No. I was not going back on that plane. I was trying to find out what was happening to my wife.
So you came off the plane.
I came
They
off
said,
the
"Sir,
plane."
are you going back in?"
And I said, yes, I am.
They told you you're not allowed anymore. They denied your boarding.
But I was already on the plane in my...
Denying boarding can happen all the way up until the second before the plane starts to roll. They can even turn the fuck around, land the plane, and get some assholes off of it, if needed, if they're not too far away. It's the same shit. So,
seat.
No, when you were out of the seat, when you came to talk to us. And that's when they decided,
because my wife wasn't
American
coming on the
Airlines said,
plane.
hey, he's not flying anymore.
That's
That officer gave you a very clear instruction not to go back in. Let me check your handcuffs. You have one finger here,
I don't care how you do it. Just
and you have another finger through, so I can't.
Why don't you replace it? Can you replace it with something more loose?
No.
this man is attempting something idiotic right now. He wants them to replace his handcuffs because he actually wants them to be off. This doesn't sound like it's going in a positive direction. You can hear it in his voice. He wants to somehow get free of these cuffs.
No, I can't. We can't replace it with something. I could put my finger through it, so it's not tight enough.
It is tight enough. Look at this.
Okay.
Take a look at this. It is hurting.
When they told you to sit down, they never told you you were allowed to stand. That's another thing that a lot of people don't think about in these situations. That you should probably sit back down.
My knuckle.
We can't do anything about your cuffs at this second.
While they were still arguing, the man's wife came back to the airport and called 911. This resulted in an officer arriving at the scene with no knowledge of what occurred, and the woman explaining that she had evidence of abuse.
Were you requesting to speak to a supervisor? Do you have video?
Yes, I have a video, yes.
So
yes.
what can I do for you?
My husband, I don't know where he is right now. So they tased him, they were beating him up, I have the recording, and they pushed me away. They drove us out because they were beating him up. He didn't do
That's a lot of scrolling.
anything wrong. We all checked in passengers, we didn't trespass, and I have it. So that's her, who did all the... So I have all of that, and I need to speak with someone because we have children, and we also have... You can see all of the abuse.
Okay, so
Yeah, so I need, and this is all the security. These are the ones that beat him up. For no
Oh. There's going to be a report. All the police officer has to do is talk to the other three.
reason at all.
Okay.
You can see that was nothing that happened, and so I would like my lawyer to also be
so
here.
you're fast forwarding the video. I'm
No.
not able to see
No,
it.
you're not gonna see it for 16 minutes. I'm gonna send this to the right place. I just want to make sure I'm speaking. But you can see that. I want to make sure I'm speaking in the right.
The police officer made a good point. Like, how can he really tell what really is abuse if he can't hear anything and nothing physically is happening?
person. You see
Okay,
that?
but I don't know, ma'am. I don't know the backstory. So please start from the beginning. What
First of all, I need to find. I'm calling 911 because we were abused verbally, physically at the check-in, and I need to speak with someone right now because I don't know where my husband
You're
is.
speaking with me.
Okay.
I am a sergeant.
Okay,
with
great.
DFW Airport Police Department. So
Okay,
please
great.
explain what happened.
Okay, first of all, I need to find my husband. First of all.
He told you to explain what happened. You need a therapist. You need to learn how to communicate. When a police officer asks you a question, answer the question. You keep deflecting, which makes you seem like you're the party that is not trustworthy. You also didn't allow the police officer to hear any of the audio, which is also a red flag. Like,
Okay. I just showed up here. Okay.
Okay.
I can't tell you where your husband is. I don't have any idea. I showed
Okay.
up for you.
Okay, great. So is there, and I'll tell you about everything, is there somewhere I can go to find out where my husband is with the police department?
Did we place him under arrest for something?
I don't know what they were doing. I can show you what it was. I don't know what he did. He didn't do anything wrong. They just started beating him, tasing him on the floor, and they were threatening to arrest him. On what grounds, we were not told.
Okay. So he is probably in police custody.
you were told what grounds. No, she wasn't technically part of that. So she probably doesn't really know the real reason or whatever, she probably wasn't paying attention. But like he knew why he got tased.
Custody right now.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I need to know what I can do for you because I can't.
Her facial expressions tell me that she just realized that she fucked up by calling another police officer. She's probably about to get arrested herself.
Take you to your husband right now this second, okay?
Okay.
But I need to know what happened.
So how can I go meet my husband?
She then asked how she could meet her husband. Upon hearing this, the officer took her to the two officers who originally detained her and asked for her information while in their presence. However, the two began to disagree and ultimately went their separate ways.
You heard from me at all. You asked for my license. You told me that my husband was being detained. I don't know why. Nobody's talking to me. You listen to your call.
That doesn't sound like the story of events that I remember
First, you didn't listen to
in
me
that order.
when I called 911. So at this point, I would like, if you don't have any other information or any other request from me, I'm gonna leave. So if you need something, you have my contact, you have the license, you have the information, you can give me a call.
You called me here.
But you didn't listen to me.
I'm standing right here waiting
Well,
to listen
right
to you.
now.
So she called a police officer to the scene. Nothing happened with the police officer. She didn't even... I think that that's also a thing too, right? When you use, how, I don't know the actual legal terms, but when a police officer takes time out of their, day, out of their work, time from doing things that are actually important, isn't there a charge for that?
Right now, with all due respect, and thank you for your help.
So you don't want to talk to me anymore?
Anything else? Anything else, sir?
Do you wish to talk to me anymore?
Anything else, sir?
Do you wish to talk to me
At this
anymore?
point right now, no thank you.
Okay.
At this point, the officers supervising the husband finally finished with their preparations and placed the detained man in a patrol vehicle.
Go ahead and put your left foot first and watch your head. Oh wow, can you not have me cuffed in here for this?
No, it's per policy. We can cuff it until you actually get to the jail.
You know what? Why are you taking me to the jail? Why aren't you
The officer already explained to you you were under arrest for criminal trespass and resisting arrest.
But I did not trespass.
He's setting so weird.
But I did not trespass.
But at this point, we're beyond that. All right.
While that was happening, the wife was conversing with yet another officer and stated that she wanted to make a complaint against some of the employees of the
Don't
airport.
do that.
After showing a video on her phone that featured certain employees, she told them that she wanted to file a complaint about physical and verbal abuse. After explaining her version of the events that transpired and promised that she would...
The airline workers didn't touch... In any of the video that I saw, they didn't touch you.
follow up on this, she left the airport. The man was ultimately arrested and charged with criminal trespass and resisting arrest. Unfortunately, as of the date of this recording, there has been no word on the complaint the woman filed against the staff.
Because she didn't follow through. That it would have been really bad for her if she followed through. Because they would have actually had to do an investigation on it. Of course she didn't follow through. I don't know, man. I feel like some people are purposely try to do things. I don't know. I've never genuinely felt like I was a smart person. But I do like watching these types of videos because they make me feel so much smarter. And maybe I'm a piece of shit for thinking that way, but that's genuinely how it really is. A lot of these videos just make me feel so much smarter because I just think about how I would have probably done differently or not even been part of the video at all. Because once I was told, oh, you can't have 3 bags, I think I would have been like, oh, damn. Is there anything I can do? Like, is there a way I can put 1 bag on the under the plane or whatever? No, there's not, blah, blah, blah. At that point, I probably would have tried to, I think every airport should have like a FedEx type thing in there so that you could just put the bag in a box and, ship it. That would be really cool. But, I don't know. Or just make sure that you only bring 2 bags because that's basically how every airline is. You only get away with it when they really don't care. Not that I would really know. I've never flown. I don't know what else to say, so thanks for watching. Hope you like what my reaction was or whatever. Have a nice day. Bye.